Uh-oh. This is a recording of a live stream. It may contain bloopers and frequent distractions. The audio and video quality may vary. Thank you for your understanding, and please enjoy.
Hey, Dungeons and Dragons with the boys. Everybody's here. We hope you are, and we hope you're ready with your weapons and your beverages, because according to our DM, we are in for an absolute treat today. So you know that when he says that, it's going to be 10 out of 10 insanity. So let's start with the hellos, and let's swing over to our good friend Fenris over here. How we?
Hello everyone, I'm doing great. How are you? Hope you had a good weekend and a good week since last time. I'm playing the human blood hunter Rune. Let me read a little text there for you that our DM prepared for us. So, the most wicked beast is the one that thinks itself more. Rune's average, slightly muscular appearance gets overshadowed by his blood-red eyes. His battle-scarred face is partly obscured by a groomed white beard and framed by his short-ish white hair. At his belt rests the sheath of a sax with an ornate hilt, while his body is covered in a thick scale mail with dark leather elements. Sometimes you hear him mumble words in an unfamiliar language that sounds sinister as it sounds profane.
Alrighty. That is Rune indeed.
So from Rune to another of a similar class, should we say? An order brother. Korm, how's it going?
It is doing phenomenal on my end. I just had a really productive day, and I'm happy to be back there helping people with my two hands and just torturing them, puncturing muscles and make them be able to walk again. And from my humble, loving, very people-embracing role, hopping into my D&D role called Rurik, small dwarf from the mountains who is also a blood hunter and the brother of Rune, like the order brother, not physical brother.
That would be weird.
That would be weird.
That would be very awkward.
And I just go with the text that also my DM prepped here for us. And well, as you see on Rurik, you might describe him as just like this kind of character act. Bring me a mug of ale, honey. Actually, make it 5. You guys want anything there? And well, Rurik stands out only about 5 feet tall, but his jacket frame makes him appear much bigger. His scarred face is partly covered by an enormous bushy red end with several braided beard. His almost shoulder-long red hair hangs into his face quite regularly when he charges into battle, and a battle-proof shield accompanied by his axe are on his size grip. You don't want to make this dude angry, I promise you.
There's a typo in there, I just realized. Oopsie.
Don't worry, I just read it out myself because I'm too stupid to read, so.
I'm Kormakrtv.
Nicely done, brother. Moving over now to our scaly companion, MrDinoRawrrz. How are we?
Yeah, doing alright, thank you. So yeah, for my character, also something that the DM prepared. I would prefer something of higher quality. I don't mind the cost, just make it quick. Zraythas stands well over 2 meters tall and is a very bulky individual. His silver-scaled body is covered in ornate robes with shades of grey and blue. On his belt rests a heavy pouch of coins, and in his grip an enormous oak staff, which is crowned by a blue crystal. Sitting next to him can be very uncomfortable, since his sheer presence can make you feel cold. His movements leave a misty, cold air, while the blue staff illuminates even the darkest corners.
Alrighty.
So,
Alright. And over to Mr. Matt. How we doing? It's your boy.
It's your boy, young gangster. How we doing? Officially now, not anymore joking about being a rapper. I do have a SoundCloud release now. So officially, I'm young gangster, real rapper. I'm doing great. I'm just kidding. I don't have a sound.
Oh,
I'm waiting to be signed by a major label before I release anything. Anyway, I'm playing Blath, the human ranger, revised ranger. I would add, so nobody like shits on ranger class. So I'm proving everyone wrong. Anyone down for a game of dice? Blath is a tall, standing human being with a surprisingly dexterous, muscular frame, as his natural body movement suggests. His withered, scarred face is obscured by a thick, bushy beard, and more often than not, framed by a hood. His most noticeable features are his keen eyes that dart around rather frequently, as well as his two short swords that rest at his hip. Chances are he outmatches you with his sword and bow alike, but one says you can at least beat him gambling, which is not true. Those are the DM's words, not mine. Complete line. Yes, that's it for me. Thanks. Thanks for listening.
We can't wait for the album, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
get to the Universal.
Okay, so on to me. I'm Redzi, and I'm playing Tamron, who is a human rogue, and he goes a little something like this. You gotta do what you gotta do. Tamron is a human being of average height. His physique, however, looks very sleek and athletic. His face is only barely visible beneath the black hood of his cloak. He's wearing a set of battle-scarred leather armor with several daggers attached to it, as a rogue would and should. To his side rests his ever-loyal rapier, and over his back one can see a short bow of yew wood, as well as a quiver with red feather arrows. While his piercing view rests upon you, you often see him display his sleight of hand skills by playing with a coin or a ring which glides through his fingers. And if you turn your head away but for a moment, he'll probably be gone. A little bit mysterious.
Indeed, a being of mythical nature. Just like a unicorn. That's your spirit
Like a
animal.
unicorn. And speaking of mythical natures and unicorns,
Tamricorn.
last and again, as always, by no means least, our mythical unicorn, our incredible DM, Mr. Jax. How are we doing today, brother?
I'm doing awesome, guys. I was looking forward to the session for a while now. It's gonna be we're in for Blath, and I suggest we're gonna dive right into it. Shall we not?
Let's play.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I would say yeah. Let's hop into it.
Righty then. As always, we are gonna start out with a short summary of what happened last week, if you don't mind. We traded the spots. I feel like Tom started out, aka Radzi. Then we had Kormakrtv doing it last week. I feel like it was Dino.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
So
I can
what
get this
to
one.
go next? Alrighty then, Mr. Nugget.
Yes.
Mr. Rapper, let's go.
Alright,
You
fine,
need,
I'm
you
not
need to
gonna
wrap.
talk about
You
this.
need to wrap the recap.
Oh, you should have told me this earlier.
Skia.
God damn. Next time I'm gonna write a rap. when it's
Yeah,
my
let's
turn.
do it for next week. Actually, let's prep some, maybe joke with some jokes. The summary.
Right. So
Can do
as
that.
I remember, I was passed out for most. So if I forget something, forgive me. But as the last session ended, before that, the last session, a guy with red hair came out of a barrel after being saved by the party. His name was Rainier. Not
Well, let's
guy
put that
we're-
into context real quick. Maybe you in the session before that, you were entering and kind of plundering, fighting some Kenkus in a Zantrim hideout, a hideout of the Black Shadow network that works in the underground. And just as you defeated those evil bandits, bird-like humanoids, you saw a red-haired individual climb out of a barrel, smelling of pickled fish and ale.
Correct. And that's that person we presumed was Floon, who we were trying to save, but indeed it was Rainier, a noble son of a father who's not on great terms with. That's separate of the story, though. So after a portion of trying to figure out puzzles in the warehouse, the town watch came and took away the. Did they take away the dead bodies? Still doesn't matter. They left. they left. Blath woke up. Everything got way better. And they went to party in the yawning portal with Rune, who got an amazing, was it room 401 or something?
101.
He got a 101. Huge party setup. Everybody joined.
He was showing off his wingman skills, and you had a blast, partying in the lounge, drinking, celebrating, and later on awaking. Some of you slightly hungover.
Some of us alone, some of us not alone.
Absolutely. Then you decided to take on the task of saving the actual red-haired person, the beautiful and handsome fella, who was also apparently quite stupid, according to your quest giver Volo. Floon Blagmar. You want to save him because your research, your investigation, led you to the sewers. Yes, because apparently it was originally the Century, but now he apparently is in the hands of the Xanatar's Guild. As you climbed into the closest sewer entrance, not far from the Zentarim hideout you had cleared out, you had an interesting combat encounter with a large, ferocious creature, almost like a centipede with tentacles and a big mouth. A creature called a carrion crawler, which you strike down rather quickly as you continued your way in the sewers and came upon another ladder that our dear rogue Tamron decided to check out. But just as he was about to climb up, our keen-eyed ranger Blath was taken into surroundings. What he saw was something that, as we head to our creepy ambient page, was something disgusting almost, something abstract. Although it wasn't big, it certainly could prove to be dangerous. It is about grapefruit size, or rather basketball-sized flying eyeball, with green leathery skin, a big mouth and a long tongue coming out, 4 eye sockets, darting around. I'm gonna show you a picture, guys, in the Roll20 app. There you go. That thing came out of the dark, and just as you peered into its eye, you saw one of the smaller eyes from the eye sockets lighten up, and a ray of bluish arcane energy just shot into your direction. That's where we left off last session. That's why we're gonna head right into the action of this very session. Alrighty. For this little encounter, also this is how the environment, the sewers we are in at the moment, look like. For this little encounter, we're going to use our theater of mind, that is. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to drop all of your pardon me, I will drop all of your characters just on the, that's 4. I forgot someone. Where's my blood wolf? There's my blood wolf. There we go. I got all of your tokens set up, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh no.
And this is where the fun begins.
Oh. Of course.
Nice.
Oh my god. Zraythas. I have advantage on initiative.
That
but I
is
didn't
true,
get
yes.
The advantage roll. Hang on. Let me try again.
First roll of the day is actually a natural 20 from our Dino. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You get 2 turns.
Alrighty.
If only.
No, you don't.
Ooh.
That's more than decent as well, I'd say.
We never had a start like this before.
So please put in your initiative in the list.
There we go. So we've had an entire week. This laser beam
Welcome
has
back,
been
Finn.
approaching.
Thank you.
Everything was moving in slow-mo. That is true.
Yes, but I would imagine a whole week we would have time to plan a perfect dodge.
Last but not least,
Oh.
our companion Rune rolled really poorly, unfortunately. But that's our initiative order. So, you guys were all surprised by it, right? So, as I described earlier, there's this blue ray of arcane energy shooting towards you, Blath. For narrative reasons only, I will give you advantage on the dexterity save that you are about to roll.
For my amazing,
Wait,
compelling speech.
I'm wondering.
That's
Good job.
insane. 22, Sorry?
I'm just wondering. Last time we sent someone upstairs to check, right? And that's where the monster was?
No. It was it was a T intersection that you were at, right?
Okay.
And the ladder was in the front. And out of the right tunnel it came flying towards you. There was also a yellow chalk marking. The ceiling is kind of circular, and the tunnel you're in, the sewer tunnel, is about 25 feet wide, right?
Alright.
Height probably around 20 feet. You've got some light sources still. You've got a torch, if I recall correctly, Rune, and
The
the
torch and
Dino
stuff.
Zraythas has a light source as well in form of his glowing crystal. So that is a 22 on your end on the dexterity saving throw. Just as you peer into this monstrous creature, you just duck past metrics. You're out of the way. The cold energy shoots past you and is going towards the group. Tamron, as you're just climbing up the ladder, please make a dexterity saving throw. With disadvantage, because you are surprised. You
Okay.
did not see it. It just comes from the side and it just says you. That is decent. Let's check if it's enough. It actually is. You barely made it. You pushed yourself away from the ladder that you were about to climb up. As the ray impacts on the wall next to you, leaving icy crystals next to it. You see another from one of the other eye sockets, a ray shooting towards you. It is actually targeting Rune this time. Please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
12.
That is a 12. That's exactly what you needed. You barely made it. You feel these kind of purple pinkish ray shoot. You can't get out of the way in time. It impacts on your chest, and you feel this warm energy spreading throughout your body, trying to impact your thoughts as you look at your companions, and like a voice that tells you to kill him. But you shrug off the effect and lock eyes on this creature. So now, that was kind of the first round. You all lost your surprise status. We're gonna head into the first real round of combat. Dear silver-scaled friend Zraythas, what would you like to do at the top of the round with an initiative count of 20?
I will Well, still surprised by its appearance.
But not mechanically speaking.
No,
But
no,
yes, you
no,
are
yeah.
surprised. Yes, indeed.
Holding on to the wall, I will slowly push myself back up, and I will cast a ray of frost on him.
Alrighty then, make your roll for it. That's a 17 to hit. That's more than enough. That's decent. Roll damage for it as you channel as your staff flickers a little. You channel some frosty energy and throw it its way. Although you hit it, the impact isn't amazing. It's tough to grasp due to its physique, right? But you inflict 1 cold damage upon it.
Oh.
Would you like to do something else? Move around, move away from the party, but you're still next to the ladder, taking cover behind your companions? Sound good?
Yeah.
Alrighty, then let's head to Blath. Be special. Who is closer to it than the others. So you're only 20 feet away from it. So you could reach it and get into melee if you desire to do so.
Oh, hell yeah. I was gonna go range, but nah. So I'm, while like spinning out of the way of this kind of laser, I instinctively also grab my sword, grab him out, and then I just charge.
Your two swords in your tight grip as you dash towards it.
Ready to stab the middle big old eye.
Alrighty. Make your attack roll, aka, or rather rolls, because you can attack offhand. That's a 24 to hit. Nice, natural 19. That certainly hits. Roll the next attack as well, directly. 25 and a crit, actually. Not shabby. Nice.
Didn't see
Jeez,
that one
guys
coming with
finally have some decent rolls. Alrighty. Roll damage once for each of those attacks. Right.
Quick one first. I kind of like slash at the eye first, and then with the second.
So it has this. It's in the center of its like head. It's a floating eyeball, right? That's covered in skin. You have this big mouth beneath it, and the 4 eye sockets darting around.
Yeah, so I kind of slash at the arms sticking out with one of the eye sockets.
Cut off eye sockets, yeah. With your first slash with your right hand, you come from down. You duck down, come up, and cut off. Actually, one of the eye sockets, some purple blood splits, and one of the eye sockets falls off as it screeches in pain. Roll your critical attack. It is bloodied already.
Stab for the center eye.
That is doubled already. Alright. 5. That's some real pull rolls for crit, but that's still 7 damage. And that is enough. How would you like to kill it?
So as I slash off one of these arms
with your left hand, the offhand,
I kind of see it freeze in the air at the damage, and then I spin around and then stab its center eye all the way.
Alright, adrenaline pumps through your veins as you almost perceive everything in slow motion as you stab through its center eye, right through the pupil. As you feel the eye sockets around going limp, and you now have this. Then it stops floating and it's just very heavy. As you pull out your sword, it falls to the ground.
Should have got the Specsavers. I have nothing.
What the Blath? I just tap you on the back. And as a blood hunter, can we use like material of a beholder? Is there like something that you might use in an alchemical process? Like
this ain't a beholder, my friends. This ain't a beholder.
this is not a beholder.
I mean that I
Make an Arcana check for me. Both of the blood hunters.
Okay. 15. Ooh, natural 20.
Natural
Rurik.
20 for our dwarf. Well, you correct your dwarf on that is actually not a beholder, but rather a nightmare of a beholder that springs into existence of a beholder dreams.
Gazer.
You see a smirk going up the chin of your dwarven friend as you saw he was just teasing you. He knows exactly that this is a gazer with only 4 eye sockets with several rays shooting from it. Much less scary than a real beholder, but more of a pat or a sentry, so to say. These aren't strong, but yes, indeed. If you want to take the time, and it would take quite some time, right? You could certainly try to harvest some alchemical components from it. It's a being of arcane nature and abomination.
How large are we talking? Is this gazer?
Oh, it's somewhat close to like a maybe a football, like in between like big grapefruit and melon.
Rurik, how about this? We just back that thing and take it apart later. Not here.
I agree with that.
Alrighty then. In that case, write down in your inventory a gazer.
I'll let Rurik carry that because I think he's stronger than me.
I presume he is. This thing is heavy though, I can tell you. It's a bowl of meat. So you can write down a gazer. It weighs about 60 pounds.
I could carry this for you as well. I consider this a trophy.
Sure,
Oh, but that's
you should spread out.
heavy.
Yeah, you should spread out some weight. This thing is not. It's kind of heavy.
60 pounds?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's about 4 points of your strength
I'm at
worth in carrying
125
capacity.
weight right now.
What's your strength?
The modifier?
Yeah, you're fine with 16 strength. Yeah, but I'd say if you want to carry more than that, I would certainly say okay, you're in combat. We're not using variant encumbrance for the time being, aka like tracking it in depth. We might add that later, but for the time being, you're fine.
Okay, I'm gonna tie two of the eye stalks together and like carry it like a
satchel. Sound good. You wanna? You can write down the other eye socket that you cut off as well.
Okay.
As your clothes all around you are now covered in like purplish blood.
Wait, should I write down the eye?
You can write it down as well. Like I won't remember if
Eye
you want to
stalk,
come back.
by
to
the
me,
way.
just-
Yeah,
eye
eye
stalk.
stalk. How much does that weigh? I'll just subtract 5 from the 65 and then put 5 on the eye stalk. So it's a total of 60, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. That was intense. There you stand in the Suez. The way continues back further into the darkness, the almost never-ending depths of the Suez of Waterdeep, it seems. Right next to you, chalk marking that indicates this is supposedly the right way. You could also go back or check out the ladder. What would you like to do?
I think we were about to check out the ladder because we were hoping to find a spot where we can take a short rest. We were hurt by the carrion crawler, if I remember correctly. That's why we sent Tamron up there.
The ladder was a dead end, or am I misremembering?
No, so it's like a T intersection, right? You came from here. To the right was this gazer, as well as another chalk marking. Right at the T intersection, you can see a ladder going up to a metal lid. And to the left is just darkness. You could go there as well, although you're not sure what's beneath.
I just look up and go like, "Oi, Tamron! look what's in the end of the letter, please. Can we kind of get out of here and have some drink and snacks up there before next of these wobbly flying eye things come? Because where one is, there are plenty more.
Even if
All
not,
right,
they might have
hold your
alarmed.
horses.